Yeah. So I kind of want to tell you the fastest way to get content, digital, inbound marketing to work. Still don't know if you're actually going to do it though. I say that because I've told almost every single person that I meet the one thing that I would do immediately if I was them getting started creating content. The first thing I would write, I always say to them, this is the absolute first thing I would write, and I never see it. I want to say I've only seen it happen once. Feels kind of wrong, but honestly can't remember another instance. Alright, I guess I'll tell you what it is. But you gotta promise me that you're actually gonna try it, to do it, please? Okay, it's cold. Let's go. Done. I think I did in like 15 minutes. I'm tired. All right. Still trying to catch my breath. How do you make content work faster or work at all? And it's the easiest way, right? This is the #1 way for you to actually get this content going. And I told you, only one person that I know of has actually done what I've said, and that's very simple. All you have to do is write, what is the best insurance for the type of people you're trying to sell insurance to in the place that you're trying to do it. So for example, what is the best contractor's insurance in the state of New York? You'll find my buddy Rob McCarthy. I've said this before, like if you want within a matter of probably a few months to get people, I'm still out of breath, to get people to start calling you with the stuff that you're creating, you know, a 1,200, 1,500 word blog post about that, a nice, 5 to 7 minute video about that, put them together, put that up, there you go. That is hands down the fastest, easiest, best way to get your content going, to kickstart your content. Now, obviously, the more that you have, the better it's gonna be, because the more that you have talking about contractors insurance, farm insurance, restaurant insurance, whatever type of business you're trying to attract, the more likely it is that Google's gonna put that stuff up top. But again, the best is something everybody's searching for. And even if you don't have tons of content, if you're the only person providing that resource, the best contractors, the best farmers insurance in North Carolina, it's gonna be hard for Google to ignore that. And if you show up for the thing that those businesses are looking for in your state, that's all you want, right? I mean, like, you're gonna be #1 in your entire state for the exact right type of business that you wanna sell insurance to. That's how you do it. Like, that's it. Just write the post. Just write the post, do the video, and then send it to me. I went a little too fast on the whole driveway shoveling. It's burning in my chest. It's burning. Oh, man. You do a little more cardio. Wow. Snow sucks. I was here last week and I picked up like a desk, like a kid's desk. I picked up one, but there was supposed to be two. There's 2 separate orders. So I just picked up a Christmas gift for the kids. I was here last week and they only gave me one of them. Kind of thought that was wrong, but whatever. So I had to come back. Also, I'm not sure if you realize this, but for whatever reason, 30 miles outside of Cleveland is like the mecca of kids' toy manufacturers. We got Step 2 right down the street here, and then just like 10 minutes down the street, you have Little Tykes. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but it works out because you get to pick up toys directly from the factory. It's pretty easy. I mean, they did have a hard time finding the order number because my wife, she was under her mom's name. She didn't tell me that, and I'm sure you know how that kind of goes, right? right, first, one thing real quick. Do me a favor and check with those companies first. On the PNC side of things, they tend to be a little more particular as to how that whole situation breaks down. So just that's like a disclaimer, warning, just please don't just randomly do that, because I don't want you to lose an appointment. Just please don't. So check with them first, just real quick. If you want another tip on how to make this work faster, take two of your most popular companies. This is easier on the personal line side because they have a maybe stronger brand with stronger name recognition. This is, if you watch that very first video that I did, is your agency losing the 70%? This is what I'm talking about. This is how we make content work faster, by doing these things. And oftentimes when we approach companies to do it, they give us a hard time, or they tell us no, which is even worse. And that's not fun. So think about it this way. If you wanted to, again, the other tip, sorry, I got to get to that. The other tip is versus, right? So again, Progressive versus State Auto, sure. Nationwide versus Allstate. I mean, that's what people, again, are looking for. They want to know which company they should be considering. They probably have the company that they have, and then they're considering another company. And if you can hit all sorts of those cross-pollinations of that, then that's just going to increase your chances on them finding you. Now, that's a little bit more dangerous, because you open yourself up if you're just doing a straight Progressive versus whatever I said, State Auto. Then that's going to get you out in the whole country, right? And you might only be doing business in one state or two states or three states, and you'll be getting a lot of action outside of the place that you can actually do business. Again, not good. So you might want to say Progressive versus State Auto in North Carolina or Florida or California or Texas, whatever, you get the idea. Pick the state and do that. So these are the ways that, again, giving people the fastest way to make content work, right? It's the fastest way to increase your ability to get in front of people. Now, the best of list is a little easier because we're talking positively about the companies that you represent. So that's a little easier to sell, and it is, again, highly effective. So, I mean, again, don't waste your time with, there's going to be random questions that hit, right? But I mean, if you want to go straight to the point, like you want to get, the fastest way to get the first home run post or video or whatever that you're doing, that one's it. But we want to dance around it, right? We don't want to have the conversation we actually have with clients on the internet. And I don't know why. We want to answer the questions. We want to tippy-toe around it, a little more general. I mean, go right at it, because you're going to address a lot of other questions as well in that best of post of why those companies are going to work and how they, ultimately, you're really just going to boil it down to the most important factors. And that's what people are looking for. They want you to cut to the chase. They want you to get to it to where they don't have to spend, a bunch of time going through all of these questions. And that post is going to be the absolute fastest way to do that. So if you are trying to get somebody to buy into content in your agency, and we might see a little bit more of that coming up in a next video very soon. Now, what in the world? Focus. Do that post, right? If you're looking to get buy-in, do that post. That's how you get it to work. That's how you get it to work fast. That's how you get buy-in. That's how you get started, right? The easiest way to get started is by having that conversation, is by, planting your flag nice in front of me, saying, hey, these are the companies that I stand in front of. I don't have a hesitation, right? Like just have confidence in what you would tell somebody one-on-one and give that to them every year. That's what you need to do. That's how you make content work faster.